Hello everyone! New logo debut! I really like it. I think it really gets our flavor across here. But what's new, Card Crew? Welcome back to Card Connection, CGC Cards weekly live show talking everything new and exciting to do with our favorite hobby. Now, weekly, of course, is as weekly as possible, as there will not be episode 10 next week. That is January 26th, as I will be away at Culture Collision, which we'll be talking a little bit more in depth about once we go over our upcoming events. But yeah, so I'll be back on February 2nd. That'll be episode 10, you know, as long as there's no more crazy weather and everything freezes and there's no internet or anything like that. So I know here in Florida it's not been bad, but it's going to be in the 30s over the weekends, wind chill. It's crazy for Florida. You know, I'm still waiting for my giant lizard to wake up. She's still asleep for the winter, so unexpected weather. But yes, should be episode 10 coming on February 2nd. Next week will be an off week, and I do have another off week to mention a little bit further in the future when we get into some of our news. But the Streamlabs bot does seem to be working tonight. Go ahead and test out a few commands. Use !special to see what special commands we have tonight. Sometimes I have to toggle it on and off. Last week it was giving us a little bit of a hassle, but if someone could please test that, that'd be wonderful. Just 2 special commands tonight. But welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I see Shannon, Steven, Suze, Mad Crouton in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Let's go ahead and get started tonight with CGC cards around the world. There are several events coming up. So still going through events up until the end of February, but this weekend, TCG Gala Germany in Cologne, Germany is the 20th and the 21st, so this Saturday and Sunday. So CGC Cards will be there accepting submissions. Very cool. CGC Cards Germany office will be there. And then do have an event for the UK office coming up a little later as well. But up next, getting into 2 USA events. Next domestic event is Culture Collision next weekend, January 26th through 28th. So that's next Friday through Sunday. That's at the Cobb Galleria Center right outside of Atlanta, Georgia, in Marietta to be specific. And we do have some fun things going on at that show. We're having where you can play Plinko to get assorted CGC swag. You can win sample slabs, t-shirts, hats, all kinds of stuff. So make sure you stop by the booth. If you're going to be there, say hi to me and play Plinko. And of course, drop off some cards to submit. Now, not only are we accepting cards, also comics, video games, and home video. But if you do use Express Drop-Off for submitting cards, you do get an exclusive pristine 10 pin. So Express Drop-Off is you fill out the forms from the CGC Cards website for submission online, have them printed out. All you have to do is come to the booth and, of course, hand everything off to the staff there and make sure you get checked in. But yes, if you're on site, you pick up something crazy and you're like, I want to get this graded right away, there are going to be computers that you can fill out all the forms to have your submission processed there as well. But Express Drop-Off does get you that exclusive pin. Then also, everyone who does submit at Culture Collision over the weekend will be entered to win an exclusive custom CGC Cards engraved vaulted vinyl slab case. So those are super fancy. I don't have a picture with me, but we'll be posting on social media to remind everyone who is going to the event next weekend. Hey, if you submit this weekend, someone isn't going to go home with it because we will ship it to you. It's quite heavy. I know a lot of people travel to shows, but yes, we'll be shipping that out from headquarters. But there will be a display version on site, hoping to do that for shows throughout the rest of the year that are domestic. So yes, Culture Collision. I've never been. I'm looking forward to it. Seems like a good mix of sports cards and non-sports TCGs there. And also, interesting things that I know are quite popular, like a lot of sneakers should be there as well, which I don't know too much about, but I know they look cool. So I'm excited to look around and talk to a lot of people and just check out the vibes of that event next weekend. And then, of course, big comic convention coming up, but cards will be there as well. That is MegaCon Orlando, February 1st through the 4th at the Orange County Convention Center in Orlando, Florida. So there is, I know I keep mentioning it, but it is really cool. If you drop off comics at MegaCon Orlando, you can get an exclusive MegaCon label with a really cool swagged out alligator with sunglasses. Go ahead and use command MegaCon in the chat there to get a link to the article and see pictures of that cool label. And then at the end of February, we do have the Yorkshire Card Show in Rotherham, UK. That is on February 24th. That is a one-day show, but CGC Cards UK will be there accepting cards and comic drop-off submissions. But yes, that catches up with all of our shows throughout the end of February. Of course, next show will be in February. We'll be going through shows to the end of March, which I do believe the Chicago Sports Spectacular will be in that list of shows that CGC Cards is attending in March. But I'll, of course, get more info for that for you when I return from Culture Collision. Getting into news and announcements, quite a variety in terms of what news I have to share with you all here tonight. News for CGC, of course, the coupon has been extended for Card Connection. Use code CardConnection to get $50 off of a premium or elite tier membership. Now you can have a completely free membership to submit to CGC Cards. However, we do have premium and elite tiers, which do have their own benefits, including extra percentage off of submissions and an annual credit. So if you'd like to get one of those fancier tiers of membership, you can use the code CardConnection for $50 off on our website. And of course, you can use !grading as one of the commands in chat to get the bot to drop the link right there for you to click on it. You don't even have to open a new tab and Google or anything like that. You can do it right here in chats. Of course, if you're watching live, it doesn't work if you're not watching live. But yes, another big announcement from CGC Cards this week is on the 15th. Earlier this week, I think that's Monday, CGC Cards announced its second on-site grading event in China. That'll be at the offices of the affiliate NGC Shanghai. So that'll be taking place in March 2024. If you'd like to learn more about that, read the official press release. Use Command China in chats to learn more about that on-site grading event. So of course, I think a lot of people watching now, it may not be super relevant, but anyone across the world, of course, could be watching us here on YouTube. I try to give as many updates, like I include our outside of the USA shows as well in our show appearances. But yeah, so if you're watching from Asia, you might want to submit for that on-site grading event in China. That is in March. Go ahead and, like I said, use Command China in chat to get the official press release link. And then, yeah, getting into some sports updates and then some TCG news this week. First things first, I actually just saw this news right before the show started. Looks like the story broke about 5 hours or so ago. But for baseball, Josh Hader, closer, and the Astros agreed on a 5-year, $95 million contract with no deferrals today. So that is the largest present-day value contract for a relief pitcher in baseball history. That's a lot. That's a very expensive bullpen for the Houston Astros coming up over the next several years. And then I do have a lot of fun NHL updates. You know, I always get you guys with any Tampa Bay Lightning news that I can, because I'm extremely biased here. Our local team, Sarasota's, you know, close to Tampa Bay. I don't know if it's considered Tampa Bay, but I'm in Tampa Bay, so it's my news show. Deal with it. Tampa Bay news, Nikita Kucherov became the fastest player in franchise history to reach 500 career assists. Beat out Marty St. Louis, who required 842 games to get to that milestone. Kucherov took 688 games played to reach 500 career assists. So congratulations to Kucherov. He's been having a really good season. I know he's the first player to hit 50 goals this season as well. But yeah, that is a franchise milestone. And then another thing was announced. We do have the Tampa Bay Hall of Fame induction ceremony. That is taking place on March 8th. So there will not be a show on Friday, March 8th. I did get a ticket. And I'm sure my mom and dad are like, why didn't you tell us about this? I will say I forgot, but I told my boss. Priorities. But yeah, so on March 8th, there will be the Tampa Bay Lightning Hall of Fame ceremony inducting Brad Richards and Dave Andreychuk to the Tampa Bay Lightning Hall of Fame. They'll be joining Phil Esposito, Vincent Lecavalier, and Marty St. Louis, who were inducted last year. And I have here in my notes last year's event that I missed, and I'm still salty about it. So yes, that is interesting. Anyone here watching, big fan of Tampa Bay Lightning, that event is coming up soon. Tickets are now available. 50 points. Yes, I misspoke earlier. I said 50 goals for Kucherov, but 50 points. Yes. Thank you for the correction. But yeah, so that is cool. That is cool. Franchise Hall of Fame. I like that. I want to see if other teams have stuff like that as well. Of course, we know of like the NHL Hall of Fame, the Football Hall of Fame, Baseball Hall of Fame. But I would like to learn more about different franchise Hall of Fames. So that's neat. I thought that news was neat. I wanted to share. Season has not been going so well injury-wise for Minnesota. I feel like every week I bring up a new injury for Minnesota. We talked about Kirill Kaprizov being out a few weeks or so ago, but Wild has officially lost their captain once again. Jared Spurgeon is out for the remainder of the season with hip and back injuries. He was put on injured reserve on January 3rd and was officially announced to be out for the remainder of the season on the 18th. So with this loss, the Wild will seek their 5th straight playoff appearance without their captain. So very unfortunate. Their team is getting injury after injury. Another injury update. Patrick Kane is currently out with a lower body injury. This is reportedly not related to his hip injury that he had prior to the season, of course. And he is currently out for the remainder of Detroit's road trip and will be evaluated by team doctors back in Detroit when the team returns back to the city. So that is it for our NHL news tonight. Although I did see in pre-chat, Shed had mentioned that Austin Matthews had another hat trick last night and currently has 37 goals so far, on pace for 71 this season. So Austin Matthews has been having an incredible season so far this year as well. Another big news that dropped today regards Sports Illustrated. The Sports Illustrated magazine reportedly sent out a notice regarding the license for the brand being revoked and laying off its employees for the publisher. So that may be a sign of the end of the Sports Illustrated magazine as we currently know it. But that was unfortunate news to see earlier today. Of course, there's been a lot of historically really neat Sports Illustrated rookie cards, especially from like the early to mid 2000s. Not going to be seeing stuff like that anymore if there's no more magazines in print. Now, of course, that's not set in stone. This was just reported today, but definitely a story to follow for those of you that do enjoy perusing magazines. So I will say, definitely seems to have fallen out of favor as, you know, everything seems to be available on the internet. But, yeah, so Sports Illustrated magazine may be changing as we know it. Into some soccer news, as I feel I don't get too much football news for you all here, but on the 18th, Christian Pulisic was named the USA Soccer Male Player of the Year. That's his 4th time receiving the awards, and congrats to Mr. Pulisic. He currently plays for the USA national team as well as the Serie A club AC Milan. Something I just thought was neat is he's from Hershey, Pennsylvania, which of course has Hershey, which has really cool like interactable museum and like a chocolate boat ride and everything. If you've ever been up to Hershey, Pennsylvania, definitely an interesting area to visit. So I just thought that was neat, little fun fact. But yes, Pokemon news, big news for collectors and TCG players. The Iono Premium Tournament Collection was announced on the 18th. So that upcoming Premium Tournament Collection was revealed a few weeks ago, but we officially got word that it is featuring the trainer Iono, and that will be releasing on April 5th. So this product will contain the 4th different printing of a full art / special illustration rare Iono. Definitely a staple card for Pokemon TCG players. And the set does include several packs and a sleeve, set, and deck box that were originally sold as Japanese Pokemon Center merchandise. Those are coming to the United States, like I said, at the beginning of April. Then other Pokemon news regarding Team CGC Cards. The 2024 Charlotte Regional Championships is taking place this weekend. Go ahead and follow Team CGC Cards by using the command Team CGC in the chat to get a link to their official Twitter accounts. Check out updates over the weekend on the team's performance. And you can, of course, show your own support for Azul, Caleb, and Grant by watching the official live stream either on Pokemon's YouTube channel or their Twitch channel. The events are streamed for not only TCG, but also Pokemon Go and VGC, which is the Video Game Championships. Yu-Gi-Oh! News. big set release today for Yu-Gi-Oh! Maze of Millennia. So that has caused quite a stir in various TCG communities from one single card. So a single copy of the new ultra rare named Bonfire was pre-selling between $125 to $145 for one copy. It's currently fetching between $85 to $89 as of the time we are streaming this show. And that does cost more than a complete deck of the past several regional winning decks for the Pokemon TCG. Now, of course, that's at minimum rarity, not including special alt art, full arts, and things like that. But, for example, last regional, of course, was Portland. Lost Zone Giratina V-Star did end up taking down that competition. That entire 60 card deck, cheaper than one single brand new Yu-Gi-Oh card. That is pretty essential for a lot of different decks in the current meta. So a lot of stir over single pricing. However, Konami has thrown us a bone for us Yu-Gi-Oh players. The Rarity Collection 2 was announced today on the 19th with a lot of staple reprints, including the alternate art IP Masquerena, Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbits, Access Code Talker, Magician Souls, Droll and Lockbird, and many others. That'll be releasing this May 24, 2024. So that is definitely an issue with the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG are the prices of singles. However, Konami seems to be switching towards similar releases like the OCG over in Japan with a lot of reprint products to make the game more accessible for players. So that is our news and announcements here. Let me take a look at chat. Sue says a CGC graded Sports Illustrated with MJ on the front sold for $126,000 last August. So yes, definitely going to be weird. Even for myself, not a big reader of magazines, but just hearing that Sports Illustrated might be going away is definitely, it feels odd. Be interesting to see what does end up developing with that situation. But that is it for our news and announcements. Let's go ahead and quickly recap some of this week's big releases by heading on over to Talking New Releases. Bum, bum, bum. This week was pretty heavy on Wednesday for new product releases. 2023-24 Topps Bowman University Chrome Basketball did release. This is, of course, that we touched on last week, talking about, of course, LeBron signing with Fanatics, having that dual superfractor autograph with Bronny James is in this product. I would probably explode if we pulled that here today. But that did release this Wednesday, the 17th, 2023, Topps Bowman's Best Baseball, 2023 Panini Absolute Football, 2023-24 Panini Court Kings Basketball, all those products releasing on the 17th. And then on the 19th, Yu-Gi-Oh! Maze of Millennia, we just talked about that a little bit, and also Leaf Pro Set Metal Football, also released. Acorn says Supergraph, the new term for superfractor autograph. I like the term supergraph. I like it. Trademark it. I don't know if that would be trademarkable. Supergraph. Does sound fun though. But tonight's product opening, we will be getting into this box of Bowman U Chrome Basketball. But we do have a special guest joining us. So let me go ahead and move on over here. Let's see. Let me see. All right, looks like Paul is ready. Let me put on my headphones real quick. Bring out our guest, introduce you. Is the guest LeBron? No, the guest is not LeBron James. I think that would be very expensive. I know a lot of athletes are on Cameo. I doubt LeBron's on Cameo, though. That would be funny, though. It'd be funny if we could get someone to phone in for the show. Maybe for April Fools or something. But let's go ahead and welcome our guest here tonight. I did go ahead, of course, and tag him in the title if you want to check out YouTube channel for Mr. Paul Hickey here. He is the host of the Sports Card Strategy Show and, of course, a sports card enthusiast, where he is also a part of the NoOffSeason.com Sports Card Network. So welcome, Paul. Thank you so much for joining us here. Everyone, let's have a warm welcome for our guest. And please go ahead and introduce yourself a bit more and let everyone know about all the places they can find you.
What's up, Allie? What's up, CGC Cards? I'm happy to be here with everybody tonight. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Like Allie said, my name is Paul Hickey. I run a website called nooffseason.com, and I am the co-host of the Sports Card Strategy Show on the nooffseason.com Sports Card Network. Our goal is to help people make money flipping sports cards because we feel like everybody has a lot more fun in the hobby when they're making purchases that build a collection that increases in value. You know, why not? So we help people make money flipping sports cards, but I am so excited to be here with everyone tonight. Allie, you're doing an amazing job. You're killing it. You're amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm so glad to have you here. I love having guests to talk through products as we go through, because you are quite the basketball fan, right? And that's definitely not my strong suit. So I'm very excited to hear your feedback about a lot of the collegiate players that we do encounter here tonight.
Absolutely. We cover all sports at nooffseason.com and the Sports Card Strategy Show, but basketball is near and dear to my heart. It's my favorite sport. And this is a great product. I'm excited to talk about it. 2023-24 Bowman Chrome U basketball. We've all been waiting for this product to come out. Super pumped to rip this box with you live on the show. And yeah, give people information as to why I'm excited about this release.
Yeah, so I'm excited about this. Of course, I love shiny cardboard just as much as everyone else. But one thing that really draws me to this is that it's 2 autograph cards per box. And for the price point that these boxes are at, I've seen them anywhere between like places having them like $160 to $260, which does seem like a lot. But for a basketball product yielding 2 autographs, really in this environment, it's really not that crazy. But yeah, so I'm excited to check this out. 24 packs per box, 4 cards per pack. Exciting to see.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's a good price point. And to your point, the 2 autographs, you've also got the Bowman first sort of iconic logo on the cards for the players that have their first in this set. And one thing I love about this release is, you know, some people out there might be saying, well, this is a college release, right? They're in their college uniforms. And there's kind of this stigma in the hobby to a certain extent. Especially among flippers, you know, people trying to make money that, you know, college uniform cards aren't worth anything. That's kind of a stigma. But actually, Topps has done an amazing job, Fanatics, and releasing this Bowman product with the college licensing at the right time, where a lot of these players, men and women, still have quite a bit of college career left. So I think it's an exciting release for collectors. It's an exciting release for flippers. So yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, and of course I know some big names in here like Bronny James, you know, that LeBron Superfractor autograph duel with his son, but Angel Reese in here as well. But who else should we be looking out for people who might not be as into college basketball as perhaps you or other people watching are?
Yeah, you nailed the 2 big names. I mean, Bronny, obviously, and Angel Reese. What a great player at LSU. There are some other people to look out for. Kentucky has a couple of guards in here, Reed Shepard and Rob Dillingham. They're expected to be 2024 first-round picks. There's my guy, Xavier Booker. Go green. I am a Michigan State alum, and so we need to get Xavier Booker some more playing time, but there's his first right there, which is a good card. Yeah. So we love that. And another Sparty, Malik Hall. Oh, I'm excited. I told you I would get excited about the Spartans. They're not having a great season this year, but you got that iconic first logo up in the top right. So you never know. If these guys end up getting drafted into the NBA, those cards could be worth some money. But Reed Shepard, Rob Dillingham, we're looking for them. There's Cody Williams out of Colorado is a good one. Paige Buchers would be sort of this year's version of Caitlin Clark along with Angel Reese. Cool. And I think you might have.
Yeah, she was our first card.
Paige Buchers. That is a good one. That's a good pull. So we got the base first right there. She's playing very well.
Oh, there's Angel.
Top 3 pick in the WNBA draft. Angel Reese. Boom. Look at that.
That's cool. I'm actually really enjoying the design because it is licensed. I think when this product first started out a couple years ago, it wasn't. But Topps Fanatics have really stepped it up for their Bowman U products.
That's a great point. It is licensed, and the first year was 2021, was not licensed. And quite frankly, it was a good attempt, but not as collectible, not worth as much money on the unlicensed 2021 release. But 2022 and 2023, great design, great for collectors who want to follow the school, collect the cards of the athletes from their school. And then also great for flippers too, as I see you pulled a little, is that a purple?
Yeah, it's unnumbered, but I really like I think in baseball it's like a shimmer, but
yep, purple shimmer. That's what it looks like there.
It does look nice.
Yep. Very cool. One other guy we might be looking for is Zachariah Rissacher. He's French, and he could go number 1, number 2, number 3 in the NBA draft. There's Kyle Filipowski. See, there's no first logo on his because his first were in last year's.
That's cool. I was going to comment. I think he's our first athlete that we've seen that doesn't have a first on it.
Mm-hmm.
We have a green.
Yep. So,
look at this color match for your team.
Color match green shimmer Malik Hall. That's a good looking card.
89
out of 99.
99. Nice.
Love it.
It's our first numbered parallel of the box.
This is fun. I don't rip a lot of wax, so this is fun for me. And hopefully fun for the audience as well.
Yeah, one thing I want to comment on is quality control so far looks really good. Not really seeing edge wear or any surface scratches that jump out at me. Now, I'm sure not everything's perfect, but compared to, I would say, the Topps Chrome of the past couple years, that's been a bit rough straight out of the pack. I think this set looks really clean. And ooh,
if
that's
I had
cool.
bought into a break and picked my Michigan State Spartans, I'd be getting a lot of cards. I just saw AJ Hogard. That's a cool looking card right there, though.
That is neat.
Little checkerboard. Looking nice.
I like when we see parallels that are not numbered because we tend to get more fun color like that per box when not all of it's locked behind being serialized.
So you mentioned parallels. I'll just read off as you're opening some of the parallels in here. Base refractor, 1 in every 6 packs. X-fractor, 1 in every 12 packs. Shimmer refractor, 1 per box. You got the purple out of $3.99.
Oh, interesting.
Purple mini diamond out of $3.99. I think we already saw a green out of $99.
It's interesting because our purple wasn't numbered, so I wonder if perhaps that's the regular shimmer. Ooh, I like this design. The court.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
That's cool.
I like that. That looks like a, so this is called, it's an insert. It's called according to Cardboard Connection, it's a prodigal playmaker with the court.
That's cool.
I'm not sure what it says on the back, but.
Yeah, it's PP abbreviation. Yeah, that's what it is. So that would make
prodigal playmaker. Yep. A lot of firsts. I mean, this is a fun rip because you get a lot of firsts. To your point, Filipowski was like the only non-first other than the insert. So that's really cool. Jaden Akins, another great player at Michigan State. There's Rob Dillingham. So he's projected to be a top 10 pick in the NBA draft in 2024. But what's kind of funny about it is like, if you look at NBA mock drafts right now, I mean, every mock draft at a different website is completely different. So it's a weird year. There's no clear cut number 1 overall pick. There's our guy.
First base refractor and a Bronny.
Very cool. Glad we got a Bronny. That's a good one.
Go ahead and
I'm curious to see like how many people rip these and how many Bronnies they get in their hobby boxes. The Bronny count is at 1. It's good. We got a lot of packs left too.
Oh yeah, we're only a quarter of the way through so far.
So you mentioned quality control earlier, which the quality control is was good on last year's basketball release as well, because I did have some graded and quite a bit of 10s, not too many 8s. So not sure if you're going to be grading any of these at CGC, Allie. I don't know if you might want to put that Bronny James into the system there.
Yeah, for what I usually go down to headquarters about like once or twice a month, and everything that we do open up here on the show will eventually get used for assorted either giveaways on social media or samples at events. So if you're not following us on social media, make sure you go ahead and do so. Because like we opened a box of hoops and we pulled the rookie portrait, Wembanyama, when hoops came out, and that was really cool. So that will be seen in the future as a giveaway. So that's why, even if we were to pull, like, that superfractor.
Let's get that.
That would be
Would you call it a super graph?
I called it a super graph on accident, yeah.
I like it. We might roll with that on the Sports Card Strategy Show. We're going to give Allie and CGC Cards some love on the Sports Card Strategy Show, so tune in over there, and we'll talk about some super graphs.
That's cool. X Factor insert.
Mookie Cook.
We had the regular one a few packs ago, and then the parallel. I wonder if that counts as our 2 per box on those, 1 insert, 1 non-insert. X Factor.
We haven't got to the any autos yet, so it's still exciting. We're all on the edge of our seats here for the autos. Could be that Ronnie LeBron duel. And I'm sorry, by the way, to the entire audience who thought I might have been LeBron James tonight. Sorry that I'm not. That was a big time letdown. So here's Caitlin Clark. Obviously, this is her non-first. Her first was in last year's release.
Ooh, gold.
So while she is like one of the best players in this release, you got to go back to last year to get her first, but still a great looking card.
We do have a gold shimmer here. Trey Norman first. That is 29 of 50.
Love the out of 50. That looks great.
Their second numbered card of the box. So far, we're not even halfway through. Taking our sweet time here. Trey Norman again, another X Factor. It's our second base X Factor of the box. So it looks like that answered the question I just asked, if the insert counts as our second, as we did get a second base one as well. Nice to see. X Factors are a parallel that sometimes drives me nuts. Sometimes they're out of 10, sometimes they're just super short printed, sometimes they're 2 per box. It really varies product to product, but always a design I enjoy seeing whenever we pull one.
So Trey Norman, by the way, since you've pulled a couple of his, is freshman 6'4" guard for Marquette. They're obviously a good team this year. He's only averaging 1.4 points, 1.2 rebounds, and 0.4 assists. But since it is his first, and he's only a freshman, he could be a player over the next year or so to watch in a good program. See if we get an auto in this one.
Another Trey Norman.
Another Trey Norman.
It's the Trey Norman box. We have like a little starter rainbow going on. The chat says you're better than LeBron.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you, chat. I love all of you in the audience. Okay, Jeremy Fears is a nice player for Michigan State. He's a 5-star recruit. Unfortunately, suffered an injury off the court.
Oh.
Was shot in the leg, but he's supposed to be back. This is over Thanksgiving, I believe, or Christmas, but he's supposed to be back next year. He's only a freshman.
Wishing him a speedy recovery.
Yes. Expected to make a full recovery. Unfortunate that he's missing a lot of his freshman season, but hopefully he'll be back strong.
Do you see some refractor peeking out at us here? Well, this is cool. It looks like from like legacy football almost. But yeah. Caitlin Clark.
Sharpshooter insert. Very cool.
That's cool.
Definitely the player we want on that, Caitlin Clark.
All right.
So the sharpshooter insert says hobby configuration. Sorry. Sharpshooter insert is 1 out of every 586 packs. So it's actually like relatively rare.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, sleeve that up.
Especially with only 24 packs a box. Is that, not quite sure how many boxes in a case, but maybe a case hit?
Could be.
Could be. Very nice. Now, I know last year Caitlin Clark had autographs in this product. Is she a signer in this set again this year, or is she not?
So she, let's check that.
Mm-hmm. We have something.
She is. There are Caitlin Clark autographs.
Oh, neat.
And she's actually in. She's in 3 different autograph set checklist. I'm sorry, maybe even more than that.
Oh wow.
There's a 0708 Bowman design, a sharpshooters, a big kahuna. And then in the autographs, she has a short print image variation autograph and the 0708 Bowman autograph. And a Prodigal Playmakers autograph.
Oh, wow.
And a Prime Signatures autograph. So there's 4 different Caitlin Clark autographs.
That's cool. We have Aqua perhaps here. Eric Dixon. 35 of 299.
Very nice.
Nice. Tactical Gel Strike Squad in chat says, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but from what I've been told, it's rare to get a card with any part of the uniform on the card. Are there rare relics in this sets, perhaps? On the checklist?
In the what was the comment there, that any part of the uniform?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never heard that before.
Because I know in years past for Topps Chrome Baseball,
in terms of a patch, I've
like
never seen a patch in any of these. Like, so I've ripped, I think they're right, because I've ripped several of last year's, of this release, the basketball release last year, and some football from the last couple of years. This is one of the few products that I've actually ripped. And so I've never seen a patch. So I think they might be right on that one.
We have our first autograph. Does look to be North Carolina, I think.
All right, let's see who it is. Well, Eric Dixon, by the way, for Villanova, who you pulled, is a pretty good player. 15.3 points this year, senior, 6'8". Let's see who the auto is.
Not a first.
Armando Bagat.
So that might be a C. Bacots?
Oh, okay, COT.
Yes.
6'11".
Chrome Prospects.
Let's see what we got.
Interesting.
14.8, but he averages a double-double.
Says he's graduated on the back. Interesting.
Okay, he is 23 years old. He is 23, so he might be like a 5th or 6th year senior. 15 points, 10 rebounds a game, 54% from the field. And let's see if I see him in any of these mock drafts here.
This is our first of 2 autos.
Yeah, he doesn't appear to be a projected NBA draft pick, but certainly a good college player. For you Tar Heel collectors out there, it's a good card.
All right, let's keep going. Acorn in chat says he holds the program records for double-doubles and career rebounds. That's neat.
Love it. Love it. Another Tyrese Proctor insert.
Our pile of first Bowmans to non-firsts is so huge in size difference.
That's good to know. I mean, I think that's great. Like, a lot of people ask on the Sports Card Strategy Show, you know, even though we don't really rip a lot of wax, they ask, like, what would a fun rip be? And I think this product with all the firsts is a really fun rip.
So I wonder if this is perhaps an insert design or a red number to 5 coming up.
Okay.
Interesting. Oh, Jaron McCain also a non-first, but let's see. Maybe not even a parallel. Maybe just the design.
Just the Hoosier color, maybe.
Yeah. So interesting that these inserts are different color borders based on the team. I like that, though.
I do like that insert design with the court in the background. That's pretty slick.
Yeah, I like how it matches the team colors as well. Although when you pull something and you're like, oh, it's a red refractor, and then it's like, oh, wait, no, it's not. But who knows? Maybe pull a red refractor auto or something crazy in here. Oh, looks like there's another refractor coming up, actually.
Looks like Tyrese Proctor is
he's chasing us.
Rivaling. Yeah, he's rivaling some of the other guys we've pulled here.
Jackson Shellstad here is our next base refractor.
Okay, there's that guy that you just set down could be a top 3 NBA draft pick. It looked like Zachariah Rissa-Share.
Yeah.
Yes. So just the base, which is not a huge card, but still a name to look out for sure.
Very nice. All right, we're
He's
down
from
to our
France, like Victor Wembanyama. So
very cool.
I think that's probably why there's some hype around him.
Oh, I wonder if this is going to be an autograph. Because I doubt we're pulling a 1 in 500 odd pack inserts in the same box. So can we pull a Caitlin Clark Sharpshooters insert auto is the new question.
Yes, we can. Let's do it, people.
The team. It's not the team. Do you know what team that is?
Oh,
I don't.
Let's see. That could be Bronny or Isaiah Collier. That's who we're hoping for. Or why her name is escaping me, but the women's team has an amazing player. I didn't see her on the checklist. But
I will say it's not autoed, but we will like it. Looks like we did happen to just have double luck here.
Juju Watkins is what I was thinking of. Oh, it's Bronny.
It is
Let's
a Bronny
go.
insert. That would have been so sick as an auto, but even just as a insert, you said 1 in 512?
Yeah, that's what it says
crazy.
on Card Connection. Yeah.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah, so USC has Juju Watkins, but I didn't see her on this checklist. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, she's not. She was in last year's.
I'm checking the back to make sure like they didn't forget to put a sticker on one of these. No, neither of them say autographed. They're just the regular inserts.
Sweet.
Wow.
Those are nice.
What a pair.
Yeah.
All right, we still have 4 packs left, waiting on one more auto. If we pull a third sharpshooter, it has to be an auto at that point. That'd be crazy to pull. Oh, we have something blue, maybe? Yep, Jared McCain, blue.
All right.
Team match 131 out of 199.
Tyler Kolek there from Marquette. He could be a first-round pick. And that's just a base, so nothing special, but still an interesting player.
Nice add to a collection.
Yes.
All right. I think that'll be our auto back there. Yeah, it's upside down. All right, let's see. Do you have Juwan Roberts?
Juwan Roberts. Name doesn't ring a bell off the top, but let's see what we can find. Houston.
Is 112 out of 250 refractor. And something that I love to see, it happens a lot with hockey autographs, but I don't see it too much in other sports, but having the jersey number in the signature, I think is always a nice touch. So I like that he has that there. That looks cool.
I agree. He's got a nice looking signature. So he's a senior forward, 6'7", 9 points, 8 or just over 7 rebounds a game. Nice player. Not projected to be an NBA player, but a nice college player.
I somehow mixed up my stack of 55 points and 35-point top loaders. I keep grabbing the wrong one.
Well, you're prepared for anything, though. You got them both there.
I don't have the big old box of assorted sizes like I used to, but I made sure. I was like, all right, Chrome products, especially Topps Chrome, I recommend 55 points. You can squeeze them into a 35, but I don't really like it. I mean, but some people do enjoy squeezing them in there. But Panini Chrome stock products like Prism and such fit perfectly fine in 35 points. The Topps cards are just a little thicker. The base, not so much, but any kind of parallel, I do recommend a 55 point for anyone watching. All right, 2 packs left. We found our 2 autos. We had 2 short prints, 4 numbered parallels so far. Let's see what else is hiding in here. A non-first, Caleb Love. All right, last pack, Magic. Come on.
Last pack, Magic.
We seem to be getting a lot of repeat players, this box, for assorted parallels.
It's interesting. There's not it's not a huge checklist. 100 players on the base checklist. That could be why, but I think that this release, I like it for a lot of reasons. I think it has a little bit of staying power. due to when it comes out on the market as compared to when these players actually exit their college career. There's longer time on the calendar for collectors to get involved. And then, of course, if you get your Bronnies, your Angel Reeses, and your other prospect cards in there, you can make flips, buying them, as singles a little bit after the initial release, and then selling them maybe during some hype related to them getting drafted or performing well early before their pro releases come out. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with all these players, but definitely we're following quite a few of them over at nooffseason.com, and would love anyone in the audience to connect with me. We'd love to help anybody out. At Sports Card Strategy on Instagram. You can DM me or email me at paul@nooffseason.com, and I'd love to connect with anybody out there.
And I love a great point that you just made, where there's still so much left in a lot of these athletes' college career, whereas like historically collegiate products haven't been super favored. By the time something like Prism Draft Picks comes around, everyone's like, oh, this looks cool, but I can't wait to get all of these players in regular Prism when they're in pro uniforms. But, these are in the thick of the college season for basketball, and lots of people to look forward to for people that just collect their alumni school or things like that, people looking to prospect. I think it's a great way, especially now that it's licensed, and some really fun names in this set. But yeah, we did find a lot of cool cards here. We found 4 numbered parallels, 3 X-Fractors, a purple shimmer. We had 4 base refractors, 2 astounding base cards.
Love those. Those look good next to each other too.
Yeah. And then, of course, the 2 short
right,
prints and 2 autos. Definitely
very cool.
Sweet.
Good job on the rip there, Ali. And yeah, the points you just made, I think, a lot of it is the manufacturers doing a great job understanding that NIL started happening in 2021. And so like the releases that already came out in 2021, they weren't licensed, but they still had the players out earlier. And then when they were able to actually get the college licensing, then it became like the perfect formula of, okay, we can get the player's name, image, likeness out earlier because of NIL. And now we've got the university licensing, and now you got great releases every year like this. So
yeah. And we just got a price check in from chat as well. Apparently online, there's one of these Caitlin Clarkson auction with 2 days left, and it's at $64 already. So
that is great.
A sweet box here.
Yeah, nice work. And yeah, to your point earlier, I mean, you can get this box for what, as low as under $200. So pretty good situation for anybody out there looking to have some fun and get a hobby box with some autos.
Hobby box prices are still pretty crazy. Like when I was at the card shop looking for the new releases, it was like, oh, Absolute Football, like $8.50 a box. And I'm like, it's still crazy, but I love seeing stuff coming down a little bit, where it's like a little more, it's like, I'm bored and I like basketball. Let me get some cool cards. It's a little more doable than I would say it was in 2022.
Yeah, that's true. And hey, like I know we're gonna meet face to face at Culture Collision next week. So I'm excited about that. What is CGC cooking up at the booth?
At the booth, yeah, we do have some fun activations. Anyone can swing by and play Plinko and get some, like different shirts. You can win some sample slabs, things like that. But for people that are dropping off, if you use Express Drop Off, we are giving away an exclusive Pristine 10 pin that looks like the, of course, the new gold label. But also, anyone who does submit over the weekend gets entered to win an exclusive customized CGC Cards vaulted vinyl slab case. So really fancy. It has like a display window, really sturdy, and with the CGC Cards logo. Very limited amount of those, but we are giving it away we're going to pick one of the names of the people that do submit over the weekend. So some cool stuff going on.
I can't wait. And I'll speak for a lot of the people out there that aren't able to be there at Culture Collision. Don't worry, because you can get in on the fun at the top of this show, right? Ali listed off all these other card shows. And so just look for a card show in your area, try to get involved. It's super fun. And hopefully Ali or myself or one of our teammates will be able to hook up with you guys out in the audience face to face this year.
Yeah, and even for me, where I collect primarily hockey cards, which, like, you don't see a lot of that at, like, American shows, it's still so much fun just going around and looking at what everyone has. Like, of course, CGC Cards will be at the National, of course, later this year, but there's a lot of shows that we'll be at throughout the year. And for me personally, I love going and just treating it like it's a trip to the museum and talking with all the dealers and seeing, like, what really cool things they have in their cases, and then picking through the dollar box and things like that. So definitely recommend, if you've never been to a card show before, it's a fun experience. Try and find one local to you, or even, you know, within a reasonable traveling distance. Drive up there and have a good time. That's my recommendation for anyone watching.
Well, I'm going to be excited to see also like what grades some of these cards get from CGC, the awesome grading team that you all have there. And, you know, hopefully that Bronny, that Angel Reese, the Caitlin Clark, and the Bronny sharpshooters, you know, maybe they get 10s. Who knows?
Only time will tell.
Excited to see. Yeah.
But yeah, definitely some fun pulls, and I appreciate you joining us tonight. Thank you so
Thanks
much
so much
for
having me on. I'm happy to do it anytime. I'm not LeBron James, but I try to be the best that I can be in my craft. And Allie, you certainly are amazing. Thanks again for having me on. Everybody have a great weekend.
All right. Thank you so much for joining. Here, I'll go ahead and close you out now so that way you can step away. But thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much, Paul, for joining us. Chat, I hope that you enjoyed another collab break here tonight. I should take off my headphones. I did it again. Last week I left them on. This week I think I took them off faster instead of forgetting to leave them on and take them off. But definitely, I enjoyed this product. I thought it was a lot of fun. Wish there were a little more inserts, because I love variety. But yeah, we have a lot of clean looking cards, a lot of color, a lot of unnumbered color and numbered. Very cool. We lucked out getting 2 case hits in 1 box, it appears. And of course, 2 autographs is always fun to find. So I hope that you all watching enjoyed and are interested in checking out more Bowman U Chrome. For, of course, I'm sure there's lots of people opening it. Search on Instagram, find people tagging their favorite pulls. Twitter, I'm sure a lot of people post. I don't go on Twitter much, but been seeing a lot more as of late. Lots of posts from people in the card community there as well. And of course on YouTube, a lot of people posting their openings. But yes, we got 2 big cards. Yeah, and those sharpshooters, the Bronny and the Caitlin Clark. Very nice that we found the Bronny and the Angel Reese first Bowman bases. And I love lots of parallels. So 4 numbered, 4 not numbered. We had, of course, the 3 X-Fractors and that 1 purple 4 regular base. I think this was a nice, fun box. And I appreciate you all tuning in. And of course, it's not an episode of Card Connection without connecting to more of you. So let's go ahead and slide on into our community spotlight here. And this is, of course, for those of you that do tag CGC cards on your social posts, do go ahead and look for and try to pull a variety of sports, TCGs, non-sports to show off. And of course, you can always submit your cards if you want to be on the show to Card Connection at cgccards.com. That link is in the description down below. But let's take a look. First up tonight, we got some gorgeous Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I saw these and I was like, I want these for my collection. From DH, that is Dragon Ball _Dave _TCG on Instagram. 2 beautiful Ghost Rare Blue Eyes White Dragons, a holographic and a holographic parallel from Japanese Rarity Collection. Not the same Rarity Collection that we've had here in the past year in the United States, but Japanese Rarity Collection. They posted Going Ghost. Few people know that I began my collecting journey with Yu-Gi-Oh! So I wanted to share 2 of my favorite cards ever printed. Those are so crispy and tens. Oh, I love these cards so much. Ghost Rares are very, very cool, in my opinion. I love them. They're not great for playing the game. They're kind of hard to see what's going on, but for collectibles, they look amazing. So thank you, DH, for sharing those with us. Then another really cool card, I think perhaps even our first Digimon here on Card Connection from Feels Collectible at Feels Collectible. The different spelling is intentional. But War Greymon Pristine 10. Never thought I needed Judge cards until I saw this one. Looks incredible with at CGC Cards. And yes, this is a War Greymon Judge promo in a Pristine 10. Very nice there. Feels collectible. Thank you for sharing. Man, Digimon cards look so cool. I didn't grow up watching Digimon. I don't know a whole lot about Digimon, but all the creatures look so cool. They all look so cool. Makes me very excited for Bandai Union Arena coming out later this year. I know we touched on that last week, that Bandai Union Arena has been announced for English. So Bandai also publishes Digimon Dragon Ball Super as well. So I'm excited for more Bandai product this year. We actually have 4 community spotlights this week. Normally I know we have 3, but so many awesome submissions this week, including this here. King of Monsters, we have this gorgeous Aquapolis Holo Rare Tyranitar, and that beautiful raw Dark Tyranitar from EX Team Rocket returns. That is actually a reverse. So reverses from that Pokemon era, they had the set logo stamp on the window instead of being like a full foil, but that is a reverse. But looking at that excellent Near Mint Plus 6.5 Tyranitar. Gorgeous! Oh man, E-Series Holo Rares, they're something else. I love how they look. So that is an amazing Tyranitar there from Baltic Boy TCG on Instagram. And we do have very, very beautiful Star Wars card to wrap off our community spotlight tonight from Mako. I believe Mako was in chat a little earlier, but Mako T on Instagram. I love the iconic photo used for this card. It really takes me back to the first Star Wars movie. That is a Gem Mint 10 green short print parallel of the first appearances insert from Star Wars Chrome 2023. So those first appearances regular inserts fell every 2 boxes or so, and then the colored parallels were even more rare. But that is Star Wars Chrome. So just regular Star Wars Chrome. Not like finest or anything like that. But yes, it was a short print insert, and then of course that is a parallel of that short print. So definitely rare and beautiful in that Gem Mint 10. So thank you for sharing, Mako. And yes, if you all are watching this and you're like, hey, I've got some really cool cards I'd love to share, or I have topics I want you to talk about. Allie, you don't talk about fencing, trading cards. Allie, look at this really cool fencing set. Suggestions, questions, cards to share, go ahead and reach out at cardconnection@cgccards.com. Link, or well, email address also in the YouTube description down below for easy copy and pasting. But yes, have anything you'd like to say, go ahead and reach out. Would love to hear from you. Like I said, questions, suggestions, feedback, card to share, anything at all. Reach out at cardconnection@cgccards.com. But with that does wrap off what I have for all of you tonight. I'm glad that you guys like the new logo. I'm a big fan of it. I like the speech bubbles and connection because that's really what it's all about. We're here talking about cards. We're having a good time. So I hope you all had a good time tonight as well. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button. Would appreciate it. And if you're not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Lots of cool content coming to the YouTube channel in the near future. So don't miss a video. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Reminder once again, next Friday, 26th, no episode. We'll be back February 2nd, of course, as long as, you know, Florida doesn't freeze and... right? It can freeze elsewhere in the United States, and it's fine. If it's here, everything in Florida would explode if it gets too cold. So, you know, Florida cold, the internet might not survive. But I appreciate you all tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed tonight's show. Again, thank you so much to Paul from nooffseason.com for joining us. Make sure you go ahead and check him out on social media. And if you're going to Culture Collision, not only say hi to me, but go say hi to Paul as well. Thank you everyone for joining. Take care, have a wonderful weekend, and keep on collecting cards. See you guys when I return. Bye.